I'm here in
Now
one
we are
way,
live.
but I am sort of
Oh,
here.
fuck.
I'm sorry.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Cameras.
I have to do stuff now.
I know. Well, I don't know what is happening with my internet connection, and I am super sorry, everybody.
Okay.
Everyone's right except me, who split across two screens.
Yeah, normally that's
Split
what
screen
happens to
DM.
me.
It's
Mm-hmm.
the
You're just-
good old
You're
split
just also Riz now.
Which arm is it? Is it this one?
Oh, hello
No,
everyone, and welcome to today's stream of
Dreams of the Brave.
Dreams of the Brave in Natural Ruckus. That this thing
Good
is.
morning.
Hello. We're back. Hi, as you can see, it's us, the regulars, except Mike, who isn't going to be here for quite a while. Take it away,
School
David.
going on. Does anyone want to do a recap? I can do a recap if not.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll step up. All right, so last time we saw the mirror portal named Callisto. Gave us some potions. Ah, fuck! I've got somebody knocking at the door. Sorry.
I was like,
Oh, no.
what is happening?
Oh
My notes are just letter from Shimmer. It is nasty. I don't know why.
no! Oh,
It
Fantastic.
is nasty.
I mean, I don't know why you thought it was nasty.
It's
it
fantastic.
could have been significantly worse, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is nasty? Was it the
We
blood?
are.
Probably.
Um,
Someone help me.
Thanks, Tom, for recentering that new.
Should I just not join the Zoom call?
You don't have to join the Zoom call. It's okay.
Well, I want to see everyone's faces. My point is more when
Oh.
I join it, it's gonna fuck up everything again.
No, it's just going to fuck David.
Well,
So much
David, I
fun
apologize in advance.
Anyway.
You know, I'm pretty indifferent towards these things. So...
You're so
Anyhow.
valid. You're so
So-
valid.
Yeah, I don't know. I was about to say I can try and cobble together a summary, but
It's no worries. Okay, so last time you left the city of Portal after having been given a tour of it and kind of an explanation from the governor that what you're looking for is probably not going to be something that's easily sought after. These are going to be things that you're not really going to know that this is something that can help you until you find it, was kind of her point. And as you left, you were given a few things, a wand of magic missile, a few health potions, and you left the city. You slept for the night at oh wait, no, you traveled a few hours. Yeah, you didn't sleep right away. You went ahead and decided to travel first. What's going on with cameras? Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
I said I was gonna come back.
Yeah, but you didn't say
You said-
anything.
You said it was okay to come back.
It
No,
was
no.
okay, but I.
That was
Whatever.
okay. It randomly cut to just like your profile picture,
Mm,
and so I was like, wait, let's go.
Yeah. hopefully my internet will now behave. What's up, internet? Sorry I was late.
No worries.
Blame Virgin Media.
And so yeah, you left the city. You traveled for a little ways.
We were being
noticed
followed.
Were being followed, and then kind of trying to get away from it, you ran into an ambush. And the person that ambushed you was some kind of weird frog creature. It was speaking Abyssal, and kind of through telepathic means was conveying to you a demand to give it back. You fought
It
it.
refused to answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tried to inquire as to what it was asking for, and it really wasn't that communicative afterwards.
Even threatening it.
Mm-hmm.
What a butt.
And yeah, as you were fighting it, the person that was following you showed up. It turned out to be a halfling sorcerer who helped you finish off the creature and helped you identify it as a hydroloth, type of fiend associated with the river Styx. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You traveled a little bit more, found yourself an office to sleep in for the night, and we're figuring out watches. Yeah.
We really did sticks it to the man.
I feel like we should kick Tom off this call, but he's streaming.
You have to put up with me.
Regrettably so.
Oh.
So yeah, that's kind of where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And yeah, so you guys are setting up watches for the night. Who is doing first watch?
Oh.
Everyone, apparently.
I'm not. I take second watch because I have no spells.
In discard.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm okay for any.
Larry, you there?
I was muted.
That's what I just told you.
Oh, buddy.
Sorry. And distracted, it seems.
It's been a week, apparently.
It has.
Well,
okay, yeah.
Like 2 weeks since we last played, but
Do I roll a thing?
I don't know. What so who's first watch? That's what I want to know. Nairi's up. Nairi's can do perception the whole night. Elves are cool like that.
Nairi personally.
Yeah.
I will. I'll do a watch as well. Like because Lay isn't doing it by themselves the whole night, even though they could. So because I also have decent perception, so. And I'm feeling kind of twitchy after my brain got Crown of Madness.
Your halfling friend Larry.
I forgot that was his name.
He can do either first watch or third watch, but he can't do middle watch.
Weird hang up.
Third watch with you, Larry.
Okay. So who's first watch then? So we got Riz and Lay.
Yeah.
All right. And then second watch is going to be Gertie and Marius?
But also Lay, right? Because it's crossover.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
yeah.
Lay's up the whole night, basically. Just maybe can't talk the whole night.
Yeah. Just for 4 hours of it.
So yeah, are we doing 3 watches or 4? That's
don't know.
4.
4. Okay.
Should always do 4.
All right. So then, yeah, Larry can't do either of the middle watches.
I thought you said okay. So Larry can do 4th watch though.
Yeah, he can do first or 4th.
Okay. Well, he can take. How about he take first one then? I will take. Who was on? Right. Lay and Larry on first. Who was on second? Gertie and Marius.
Yes.
Sure. Whatever.
I'm
Then
checking.
Matt wanted to take a
Matt,
watch.
yeah.
as well.
I don't mind. Just put Marius wherever, man. It's fine. That hurt.
Okay.
I love his voice.
I've
Your
done that in a
voice.
while.
I'll take the last watch. Here we go.
Okay.
We got to get past this night of watches.
We're all
Yes.
sleepy in real life. Let's go. High energy. Go, go,
All
go.
right. Yeah, so
Whoa.
first
Yeah,
Larry and
yeah,
Lay,
yeah.
second Gertie and Marius, third Mac, fourth Riz.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing really happens over the course of this night. Do we want to have this be a standard watch so we don't have to figure it
Please,
out every
God.
time? Okay. If there's a reason to exempt from standard watch, let me know. But otherwise, I will assume this order.
During my watch, when Marius is not paying too much attention, I will sneak off to some dark corner and put both of those dwarf stones.
Okay, yeah.
Are you kidding? Marius is like watching you like a hawk. You got fucking cursed. I'm just like,
Well,
like
okay.
staring at you like, are you okay? 'Cause
Okay,
you're,
Gertie, roll me
mummies and
a
stuff.
stealth.
Okay.
This isn't to mess with you, but you seriously got cursed by a mummy.
My mommy.
Are you my mummy?
Stealth 22.
All right, this will be an active perception. So yeah, Marius, give me a perception check.
We beat this with like an 18 or higher. I feel like that's not an 18 or higher. That's a 5. 9 surely beats that high number, right?
So yeah, there's just some probably about like 20 minutes into the watch, Gertie kind of like gets up to do like a little patrol, and
Marius keeps on talking.
Yeah, and
to his bad.
It's kind of like within shouting range kind of thing, so you guys can hear each other. And at some point during this hour, you realize you don't know where Gertie is, but then Gertie shows back up.
Where I was about to what?
I was just going to pee.
I mean,
you really gotta tell me that. I mean, I don't really need to know for your like sort of personal. I was about to wake everyone up because I thought you were like.
Do you want me to tell you when I go poo as well?
So here's.
I mean, we're the only ones up, so.
Real quick to interrupt this. There is a visible sign that is not what Gertie was doing in these stones, and that one of them is attached to the inside of her arm.
Did you fall in some gravel?
Jesus.
I mean, I probably have some things that can help with that.
I did not notice that. No. So.
Right. Okay. Well, okay. Just tell me, because I mean, the others, we need to sort of keep them safe, really.
It's fine.
That's the whole point of these watches, Gertie.
I know. I just went to do a thing.
Right. Uh-huh.
All right. So yeah, Elias, you're able to make perception checks throughout the night, but you only have to sleep for half of it. So I think the way this is set up is basically you're actively a part of the first watch, so you're awake, moving around and stuff. In the middle two, you're in your meditative state, and then the last one, you're up again. So you would be the only person that notices that towards the end of your all's watch, between you and Larry spends about like 20 minutes meditating. He lights a candle in front of himself, and you see a shadow behind him kind of flicker with the flame, and then it slowly the flickering goes out of timing with the flame. Like it's still flickering, but it's not because of the flame. And at about time for you to go wake everyone else up, he just falls over.
What?
Shadow behind him is in place as if he was still sitting up. And he's just kind of like hunched over, eyes open, not moving.
Oh my god, I've killed Larry. Elias will walk up and make sure that Larry's heartbeat is still there.
All right. Roll me a medicine check.
Please roll a 1.
No. 18.
19, you don't feel a pulse.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Do I know anything about what he's doing? Like, does this look at all familiar?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. This complicates things. Guys?
From the shadow behind Larry, you hear a deep growl.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I look up at the shadow.
So it kind of like stretches out from him and then like goes into the corner of this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this. Can I blow on the candle?
Sure.
Yeah, I just...
All right. The growl continues, but now it seems to move around the room freely.
Does this look like a fucking nightmare to me? Like a living nightmare?
Oh no.
No, Larry! My favorite!
Everyone! Wake up!
You were with us so briefly.
Slap him. You're good at that.
What happened to Larry?
I have no idea, and that's
What?
look, the
Oh.
shadow. I point at the shadow.
So Lay's pretty much pointing to an empty room
Oh, for fuck's sake! Of course I am.
with
You had me
Larry
scared for a
laying
second.
in the middle of it.
And did they wake up everybody or just Marius?
I'm trying to wake up everybody by
I
screaming
don't know.
out loud.
Marius
Alright.
just yelled.
Okay,
so.
so everyone wakes up. Everyone
Lay,
wakes
did you sleep out in the rain again?
No.
Can
Did
we
you
all
talk
see
to
that
the
Larry is
frog?
on the floor unconscious? Like, is that part clear even if we can't see this shadowy
there's
thing?
not a lot of light in the room. People with dark vision can investigate it. And
Hey,
actually, with dark vision, you can see into the room pretty well and see that he's definitely asleep in a very weird pose. Kind of like his legs are underneath him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll walk over to him and see what's up, because, I mean, cleric.
He was meditating, and the candle was lit, and then there was a shadow, and do I still see the shadow?
Well, so you blew out the candle, so now the whole room is
Oh, great.
kind of shadowed.
Fuck. I'll try and turn that back on right away if that didn't help.
Candle, go. Mac.
Break the candles.
The first thing Mac does upon getting up is start to stoke the fire back up so that she can see.
Okay. So you're in like a small office complex. It's a few rooms. So, I mean, you can get fire there. You guys have a fire separate from the candle he was using. He just kind of went off into his own little space to do this.
Well, I'll tell you what, they sounded alarmed. They were yelling, so I'm going to light a torch. No, I'll pull out my lantern. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, easy enough. Yeah. just spin around lighting your lantern, get it over there. So at that, everyone, even if you don't have dark vision, you can see that Larry seems to be lying motionless, kind of arms spread in an awkward angle, eyes open, head kind of off to the side.
That's not normal.
What happened?
As I said, he was praying, and then, he was in front of this candle, and it was lit, and then there was a shadow of a creature or something. It looked like his shadow, but it wasn't, and it was growling at me.
Raise.
Yeah.
Can you use the water hose in your hand to wake him up?
I was checking to see if he's
I
dead.
was going to say,
or not.
like, Marius has kind of got that, and it sort of is rather powerful. I don't want to break the little guy's face.
Yeah, and I was.
Wendy?
Ah, jeez.
All right,
I
so
was-
Marius, give me
Yeah,
a medicine check.
I wanted to be a little quick about it after just being awoken and scared, because if it's within a minute, I might be able to absolutely waste a diamond on this fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. What is my medicine? I don't know. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You don't feel a pulse, but your medical training, what it is, you get out a small mirror and hold it up to his
Yes.
mouth. And after a minute, it kind of fogs up.
Okay.
So there's a very shallow breathing happening.
After the lights are
I-
back on, is the shadow still there?
So yes, so that would be a thing. So as Mac brings the lantern into the room, there's a shadow coming from Larry in the direction as if the candle that is in front of him is causing the shadow, and it ignores the light from this lantern.
Oh,
Yeah, hey guys, didn't like Larry say to us yesterday that his whole sorcerer shit is to do with shadows?
Hey, Shadow, are you Larry? I'm just talking to you, Shadow.
There's a growling noise kind of begins to emit from the shadow.
Should I stab
Growl-
it? I'm
growl
going like
two
stab
times
it.
for
Growl
yes.
once for yes.
What? Maybe he summoned it. I don't know. I don't summon shit.
Shadow, growl once for yes, you are Larry, and 2, you are not Larry, and you hate us. I think he farted.
I think
You
that-
asked him. I think that's Larry.
Yeah, I think we're good. Maybe good as a relative term.
I go back to bed. Fuck this shit.
Larry, can you maybe warn us next time? Because this is upsetting.
Maybe it's new. Maybe
Is
he's
this
not done
new,
it
Larry?
before.
I'm
This
very
is new.
concerned. But if you guys want to go back to sleep, I can keep an eye out,
Shh.
and I will. Don't shush me. That's rude.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't like any of this. I'm not going back to sleep yet. This thing's a mysterious shadow growling. Like no.
Isn't it like almost morning anyway? Like what time is it?
I think that was first watch.
That was first watch,
Last.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it
was
was
first
first.
watch. Oh,
Oh.
I thought it was last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just go back to sleep, everyone. I'll keep an eye out. If I see anything, I'll let you know.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, after that, Gertie is able to eventually attune to the dwarf stones, and yeah, the rest of the watch is uneventful. The rest of the night is uneventful, and in the morning, the shadow kind of goes back to normal, becoming a normal shadow in the room, and Larry wakes up.
Hey, Larry,
what the fuck?
We're lovely people. We're
Swinsies!
just so kind.
Yay. The twins carry over.
He kind of like rubbing his eyes and kind of shakes his head and his unblinking stare looks at the two of you.
Oh god, I forgot he didn't blink.
Sorry, what?
You passed out and then there was a shadow behind you and it was growling and everything.
It was very cool but very spooky, and is this a thing that happens regularly? Because I was about to, resurrect you or something.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so, it's kind of a thing I figured out how to do, so I don't have to worry about, nightmares or anything messing with me. I project myself into the shadow plane, so my body can rest. Sorry.
Now we have to worry about nightmares.
From their hammock, because Riz has more of a hammock set up than a bed, Ro goes, I fucking told you, and gets up and starts doing morning stretches.
Next time you figure out how to do something that's really creepy, especially in a land of living nightmares, please let us know so we don't end up killing you or leaving you behind.
I would maybe just suggest that if any kind of creepy stuff happens around me, it's probably me doing it. I do a lot of creepy things.
Until it's not.
It's just kind of how my magic works.
It's pretty cool, but... Can we just all sort of... And I look to Gertie and Larry, but mostly to Gertie. Can we
maybe
all just
we can
sort of communicate with each other? I feel like that would make our lives much easier.
I look at Gertie.
Larry,
I look at Larry.
Hey, Larry, if you do something creepy like that and don't tell us, I will stab you.
Marius,
I look at Marius and
I'll return the favor, I guess. Is that what we're doing? If people do creepy stuff, we stab
the
them?
smile just disappears and there's a dagger.
Don't just stab people, Gertie.
With Druidcraft, I make rain show up on top of Gertie. Gertie, bad.
Can you do that?
Don't stab. Yeah, you can create tiny harmless sensory effects.
Yeah.
So it's gonna rain on top of you.
Larry confusedly looks at Gertie and pulls out a dagger.
Alright, enough! Both of you! Stop that!
Just tell us when you do creepy shit.
Our
creepy and his
before
creepy
the shit
will differ, probably.
Before.
But
speaking of doing creepy shit, hey, you keep waving your hand around and it just, you fell on a pebble or some shit, but we all know what it is.
What?
Just saying.
You grumpy as hell.
In case that starts... listen, I just want to say that some things we find do weird shit, and it's not just a halfling. That's apparently just a universal thing.
Sorry, I missed it with all my internet issues. Where are these two dwarf stones that Gertie has sitting on her?
One is, I think I said, was it the left or the right palm?
I think the left.
I think it's the left, because my water jet's in the right palm.
Yeah, and then the other is on the right side, kind of on the ribs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can only see the one. We can only see the one. Okay.
Larry, do you mind if we talk at some point about the stuff you can do so that if anything like this happens again, we won't be surprised? Or at least I can tell everyone that it's normal.
Sure. It's just kind of a strong connection to the shadow plane. So I think, that's one of the only creepy things I do. The other one is I can make kind of like a ghost wolf kind of thing.
Ooh.
You might have heard it.
Oh, was that what I heard last night?
Maybe. I'm not really sure. It's kind of different when I'm awake.
Oh, you can make a golf. Wolf.
No, it's a golf. It's a ghost wolf. It doesn't do any sports.
I love this halfling.
Oh.
I love this interaction.
While this bullshit conversation is going on, I'm going to start making breakfast.
Ooh, breakfast.
Well, I'm doing that kind of vaguely, actually unimpressed. I'm going to make breakfast and make sure Mac gets the first bowl full of whatever it is.
What did you cook something delicious?
I imagine what I did was I cooked something like basic trail rations that we have, but I was able to use my Hewitt's Handy Spice pouch to make it taste really good. So it's really basic food, but it tastes nice.
Yay.
This is a good apology breakfast, Rose. Thank you.
It's like maple bacon. Like, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
How does Mac's face look this morning?
David?
Is it any different than a normal morning, Mac? I don't see any reason why it would be, unless.
Okay.
Right?
Then it sounds like I've recovered from the damage.
Overnight. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm resilient.
Cool.
Oh yeah. From the punching, yeah. Long rest
From the
happened.
repeated punching.
Yeah.
In the face.
Pummeling.
Cool. Good to know. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, you guys get breakfast and ready to go. Let's see, what time do you guys wake up? So there was a kind of on and off thunderstorm during the night.
Mm-hmm.
Ominous as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Not a lot of I only have one Oklahoma person here. It's not like one of our Oklahoma thunderstorms where there's like nonstop lightning. It's just like maybe a few strikes an hour kind of thing.
A regular one.
Apparently those are regular. Us Oklahoma folks, that seems like some pussy ass nonsense for thunderstorms. Seriously, look at a lightning map for Oklahoma during a thunderstorm, and it's just like it's all lit up. The whole thing is
it's
lit,
lit,
a disco.
Fam.
Yeah,
it's lit, fam.
Oh, I hate myself.
All right, but yeah. So you wake up morning. There's a light rain, and it is foggy. So it's. I mean, you don't have like. Well, I guess.
Fog
Druids,
vision.
you guys can basically get like through your druidcraft, get like a little bit of a weather forecast.
Oh, I totally know this.
Please do your newscaster routine.
Yeah. So with that, you would know that it is currently 100% humidity.
Okay, cool.
I'm wearing armor.
So it's not that great. It's pretty miserable. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't feel like doing math in my head right now, so I'm going to look up a calculator. What is that like?
12.7.
Okay.
That's fine.
As I basically get my spells prepared in the mornings, right? Like when I wake up.
Yeah. So again, since you prepare spells, you do not have to prepare all your spell slots.
I can prepare them later?
So yeah, if you want to leave a preparation slot blank, you can do that. It takes you 10 minutes to prepare an individual spell.
Okay,
That
cool.
is cool.
So yeah, It's not used nearly enough.
I will
It's
never
good
do
to
that because I
know.
will forget to take that it takes 10 minutes.
It's just like ritually casting a spell. So yeah, guys, get your stuff ready. You're going to one of Elias's potential mine locations, and then going to the
research facility.
Yes, research facility.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everyone whose brains work while mine doesn't.
That's why
We're
we're
a
here.
team.
Mm-hmm. Let's get you onto some kind of a map or something, so we can
Cool.
we can
Oh,
see
yeah, roll
this.
20.
Yeah. We're all so functional this week.
I mean, I'm a little less functional than normal, but that's not saying a lot. So yeah, you guys are in kind of. You just left Portal. Portal's not that big on the map. I just put it that big so it's easy to find. So you're probably about like 4 days travel away from this mine location. Maybe faster if there's not a lot of stuff in your way, or you find particularly clear routes. But it's not unusual for you to have to stop several times in a day to kind of like clear some of the old cars out of your way to drive through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so are we just going there? Do we want to have any kind? Are you keeping an eye open for anything else along the way?
Well, we'd want to be watching out for the Raiders in the Storm.
Yeah,
It's very
okay.
Chasers.
They come with the
Mhm.
thunder. And then I was also thinking that Mac tends to be our driver, but she would sure like to be better at survival. And if the people navigating would help me, I was thinking she could start to kind of learn from you guys as we travel. If you would teach me, you survival people.
Yeah.
I think that's
See,
Leia.
that is north.
Right.
And we don't go there. I don't know. I don't know shit about survival. Listen, Marius is great at what he does, but he's got 8 intelligence. So he's clearly the best teacher.
That's fantastic.
Okay, so you're trying to kind of throughout the day get some survival pointers.
Yeah, kind of pick up on more of the navigation and stuff because these guys are a lot better at it than I am, so I can learn from them.
All right.
Is my character's idea.
Yeah. So I'll say if you kind of slow the pace down a little bit, and we turn that 4 days into 7, I'll give you a check for the week. And maybe after a few successful checks, you'll be proficient in it.
Well, I don't want to slow us down right now unless other people have reasons to be slow, so I'm fine with it taking longer.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, you'll be picking up kind of like bits and pieces as they become like readily available. So like instead of like if you find like a good kind of forested area, you know, slowing down would mean you spend a little bit extra time there, and they show you like, hey, this plant is good for this and stuff like that. If not, it's just like whatever they immediately see for their own foraging purposes, you're kind of told about.
Yeah, I'm thinking a slightly more passive approach, not trying to get the group to stop to do special stuff, but if there's time in the evenings, or hey, how are you using that map while we go, and that's kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I'll still give it to you once a week, but
cool.
It'll probably just take a few more successful checks.
Perfect.
Druid Elias will
Druid
help as best they can. I was looking at druid spells, okay?
Fuck, diary.
Cleric will also help.
Just, I'll go by our class.
Oh, our
DM says.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess we'll all just help with survival in some way.
Just the ground will just.
And yes, if that happens, that's weird. That's some meta narrative I don't know about.
No, but yeah, Elias will try and help as much as they can.
So, kind of to the west, you had kind of come across a bit of a forested area. And it seems to continue for quite a ways. Which some of you may have heard about. This is a little outside of the general range of scavenging that you would be on from Onyx. Mac, your parents have told you about this place, though. It has something of a connection to the Jade Line.
Okay.
do
okay.
that.
Sure they can.
Well, that's sure interesting.
What's that?
I've heard a little bit about this area. You know, I always wanted to come out here. Maybe now's not the time, though.
Is there anything we should know about it then?
How secret is my information, David?
It's fairly secret. It depends on how well you trust these people.
Okay. I wouldn't worry about it, says Mac.
Okay.
Like, people knowing isn't the end of the world, but you wouldn't just want everyone knowing.
Right. Well,
Elias
Larry's
is,
around as well, so I really don't know Larry.
Elias is not concerned, but like kind of like a Okay, but I'm not gonna roll inside or anything like that. They're just gonna let it go.
You're welcome to if you'd like.
No.
I am going to do insight.
While you're sleeping? What are you
Well,
doing?
this is traveling the next day. The forest kind of continues on.
Where the fuck is my insight? Here. Oh boy. 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I got an 11.
Fuck.
And I'll also do insight just for fun.
Okay.
11, friendo. You need it.
16.
Yeah, you can.
I'm a cleric.
You'd be able to easily tell that Mac is kind of being evasive, and she also seems a little bit amused.
Cool. Good to know. I won't press Mac. Mac is cool.
Everybody loves Mac.
All right. So yeah, give me a survival check for the day. Someone can do it with advantage.
Druid.
I'll helm it. Yeah. Druid will do it.
I'll help you. See, this plan is cool, and if you smell that, that means Gertie farted and we should leave.
Good to know. That's an 18.
I'm going to stab Marius.
Hey, he's teaching.
That was an 18?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you have to kind of divert a little bit away from your direct path. So it's probably going to add about a day onto your travel to get there, assuming whatever this forest is hasn't overtaken the mining location that you know about. If it has, it you'll have to like cut your way in, and that could take some time.
Mm.
But through the day of travel, it's kind of off and on rain throughout the day. By about 11 in the morning, it's stopped raining, and the fog kind of dissipates, and it's just kind of like a broken, cloudy, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're talking like 15 degrees Celsius and in that range somewhere. And yeah, so you just kind of like partly sunny skies for most of the day until kind of early evening. Around 5 p.m., the rain picks back up and the fog starts again. It stays above 80% humidity all day. So it's real muggy. It's not that fun.
I love David the Weatherman.
Mm-hmm. That's really kind of what your guys' life is about right now. This is the dangers of this area aren't a constant danger. It's just when they occur, they're very deadly. So it's very low population.
I genuinely meant it, though. It's very fun.
Okay, well, nice.
Don't assume the worst. Jeez.
As I said, I am sleepy, therefore mean. So. Anyways, yeah. So once the fog and the rain starts in again, it's a pretty quick drop in temperature for the evening. But no thunder as of yet. People give me. So I'm gonna say Mac is involved in this, and one other person can be involved in a perception check.
I'll take it.
Okay, so one person can roll with advantage, or you can both roll separately.
I'll roll separately.
Okay.
That's 26, David.
I
rolled a 19.
You've
Me
perceived the
too.
universe.
Mine's just a
Jeez.
23.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
both really
Good
good.
team.
So yeah, the fog's kind of moved in again, and rain started back up. The sun hasn't set yet, so there's still kind of some kind of diffused shadows on the ground as you kind of slowly drive through these abandoned city streets. Forest to your left, and you both see a shadow pass above you.
Larry?
Kind of so no one sits in the seat that's designed for the Dalmatian, right?
No, I don't think so.
We put Larry there.
So Larry will be
Larry could sit there. I was going to say, I think Larry could
We
easily and
will.
happily claim that.
Even if he doesn't want to.
Oh no.
He's fine with it.
He is a very small person.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said that like you weren't sure.
That was the response
very
to me going,
That was
Larry?
Larry. That was
Yeah.
Larry.
Okay,
Larry?
great.
Yeah.
Was that you?
What me?
Are you a shadow?
I mean, not at the moment. No, I mean I have a shadow.
Can
Dumbass.
can I see if I can know what, like, shape wise or speed or whatever, if I can understand what could have made a shadow like that?
Sure. So kind of thinking like
The shape, speed, size, movement, pattern.
So what's kind of the what skills do you have that would maybe identify something like this?
I have insight, animal handling if it's a creature, survival if it'll help. I don't have nature or anything like that.
So give me a survival that will impact the DC of it. If you had something more specific, like if it was a bird and you had nature, nature would be easier to know. If it was a plane, though, nature would just be like, well, that's not nature.
Superman.
It's Superman. 23.
It's like history, I
it's
think.
a bird plane.
23. Okay. Yes. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there wasn't a lot of movement in the shadow. It was kind of big. So you think it was maybe something man-made?
Okay. Okay.
Just kind of glided across the street.
And is it like eye level or is it up further up or what?
The shadow kind of just covered the street.
Oh.
What's up, Blake?
There might be a bit of a construct type deal up ahead. You see that shadow? It's cast by something that was man-made.
Pirates.
So
yeah, like from up above.
It was definitely from above. Sorry,
like an airship.
Man,
everyone stop now.
I like storms, but I really
Max,
don't
stop
like
the truck.
What?
Stop the truck.
Stop the truck.
I will stop the truck.
Quietly.
I will stop the truck at normal volume for stopping the truck.
Okay, so you don't slam on the brakes, you just kind of pull over. You don't even really need to pull over, you can just stop.
Yeah, it's not like you need to get out of the
way. Get out of the flow of traffic.
Yeah. Someone will honk their horn at me if I don't get over, so
Sorry, carry on.
Sorry. Light, Marius, me, and Larry go into the buildings.
Well,
Mag, Riz, stay.
We don't even know. I mean, it could very well be an airship or something.
We can wait for a bit.
I feel like Riz is much better at sneaking.
It's not about sneaking. Some of us. It's about preparing a trap.
So, real quick, debate. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm new to the team. So,
Larry, follow the orders.
Let him talk.
I have questions about the orders, or I would have just followed them already. But so, like, am I exploring the building, looking for what did this? So I'm just hiding inside of a building.
Apparently, we're preparing a trap, and I don't know why.
I don't quite understand what. Like, a little paranoia is not necessarily a bad thing.
No, but I don't think it's necessary right now.
We can wait for a bit and then see.
If they're storm people, I can just talk to them about storms. I like storms.
Is there no alternative than to go through the area with the shadow, David?
So just kind of cross the street in front of you. You could go onto a different street. It went from left to right, and the left is kind of that forested area. So you could backtrack. You could just keep going forward and maybe hope that it...
We can't take the truck into the sort of more foresty area, right? It's too dense.
I will say that with that survival, you would know that whatever caused the shadow would be below the cloud cover. Right? Because it was above it, the cloud would diffuse the shadow.
Mm-hmm. So it's close enough that it's below the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say we just move forward very slowly. I mean, we don't need to stop. It's just moving. It's not stopping around here.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the longer we spend in this area closer to it, the more likely we are to have to fight it. And unless that's what you want, Gertie, I think we should move on.
We're in a fire truck in a green area.
Do you guys want an airship?
An airship?
I do want an airship.
Wait, how do we get an
No,
airship?
we don't
We're gonna
know
get our
what
asses
kind of.
kicked.
He's talking about killing whoever has that airship and taking it from them,
Cheap.
just so we're all.
All right, we don't know what kind
I'm not
of.
sure we should listen to it, but
We don't know what kind of ship it is. If it is even a ship, it could be something else. We don't know what's going on. We don't know who owns it, if there's people on board or not. We don't know any of that stuff. I think we don't need to risk it, and we should just move forward.
Sorry, I feel like the way I said what I said made it seem like I was against the plan of stealing the airship.
Larry is so valid.
I love this person. My new favorite. Sorry, y'all.
I'm very pro stealing the airship from whoever has an airship, because that would
Larry
be cool.
Larry is that horse from Over the Garden Wall. It's just like, what do you want to do? I want to steal. Fucking brilliant. Jesus.
I kind of have to agree with, like, I want an airship, but I also don't want to get smushed by lightning or whatever happens when you get hit by lightning.
Didn't you like lightning?
You.
Lightning might smush. Have you been smushed by lightning before?
You said you liked lightning.
I like storms. I don't like getting hit by lightning.
Mac puts the truck in gear. We're gonna go around.
Okay.
I'm gonna take up a post on the roof. I know some of us tend to ride on the outside anyway, but I'm gonna set myself up comfortably on the roof of the fire truck, with my short bow sort of ready and not fully like drawn, but like ready to go if need be. And I've also got that handy water jet, which has got quite a decent range on it. So
yeah, I'm
so-
behind the water thingy. Well,
The
water
cannon.
the cannon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up there as well and lecture Gertie about why storms are cool.
I'm imagining Riz kind of sitting kind of in the rungs of the ladder that's kind of sticking out from
thank you, David.
this truck.
If that ladder can be extended upwards at all, I would very much like that to be done. If it cannot, I will just happily perch on it.
I'm sure we could have rigged something up if David didn't mind.
It can be extended upwards. Let me look at the wind speed right now. That may not be the greatest idea.
Yeah.
It can be also you have half a turn before a tunnel appears.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're not speeding, I'll let you stop. The fog's not that dense. But that is a good point. It's a big city, so there's a lot of highways. There's a lot of overpasses and stuff.
Okay, if the bit that we're sort of going through has got enough low hanging stuff that it would be a problem. And I wasn't thinking like majorly up, like fully extended up, just like elevated a little bit. So I've just got a slightly higher view of where we're going than the people in the truck, like in the cab would. Like a little bit more clearance.
And yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you guys can kind of bring it up a little ways, and you have a little bit of elevation. Marius, you're up on top. Are you kind of standing on the edge, holding on? What are you?
I mean, I don't want to catch all the wind. If that's what you mean, I'm just.
So is Elias in the navigator seat, kind of thing, and then Gertie's in the thing. So yeah, you kind of have to either be on the ladder or standing on the side of it.
Just head poking out of the roof.
Well, you would literally be holding. There's a place for you to stand on the side of the car, holding on.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Just live my life on the edge.
All right. So yeah.
Lecturing.
So we're backtracking a little ways. How are we backtracking? What are we?
What do you think? This thing came from the direction of the forest and then went off deeper into the city area. Where do you think the best way to avoid it would be?
Not the city area.
Well, that and also the way it came from. Now it's moving from left to right. We can just take the road. You know, once it passes, we can just wait a little bit, and then once it passes, we can just take the road and move away.
It's already passed.
It's already passed. We don't need to worry about it. I think if it's headed towards the city, it might be a it might just, you know, that might be the destination or whatever. We just don't need to really worry about it.
Okay, so it sounds like we should actually keep going forward and thread the needle.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
let's do it.
If we're really interested, it could expose us, but I could try and destroy the water around us to try and clear the fog a little bit, and then see if that'll show us what's going on. But I don't think we want to do that.
David, casting silence is like a point in time. You can't just or a point in space. You can't just silence the car, can you?
Can you put it on an object?
Man,
can't you do it on the point of like the cab of the roof or something?
Yeah, I was, but I figured that it would just like stay put.
I don't think the spell says that you can.
Yeah, it's just a point specifically.
Man, but what if my point in space is Grease face?
It's one of those. People get it wrong a lot because in 3.5 you cast silence on like a person.
Yeah.
And that's I
mean, it makes sense both ways. I'm just like, whatever the DM is willing to give me at this point.
It's centered on a point, and it's a sphere of it's a space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune, but you can't actually affect a creature.
So it's one of those things that I tend to I'll give a little bit of wiggle room on. Like if you were in like a giant airship and you cast it on someone inside of a room, I would tend to like ignore the fact that realistically the airship is moving and would just immediately move out of that silence range. But since you guys are actively traversing this environment, no, it's...
And I thought I was smart preparing silence for the day.
It is smart. You just can't move and use it.
It is smart. It's just not gonna work. Okay.
It'll work at nighttime if you won't shut up.
If everybody's really worried about it, can I use Pass Without a Trace to make the truck silent? Or not silent, but like to help it pass through.
It now sounds like an electrical car.
Say Pass Without a Trace has a big enough radius. It can be one of the things you include in giving a bonus to stealth. So
yeah, so I'll just sort of like perch on top of the truck right up in the center, and I'll just sort of sit on my knees and hold on, and I'll cast Pass Without a Trace. So everybody around me in a 30-foot radius, so it should cover the truck itself.
Yeah. So I'm saying the truck counts as a creature, basically, for the purposes of this. So So the group can give me stealth checks. Someone can roll for the truck. The truck is not proficient and has no bonuses.
I'll roll with this one because it's big.
Okay.
I like a fire
truck. Fuck you.
That is a natural 20 for the truck. I'm not kidding.
Nice.
I'm just, I know it makes it sound suspicious when I say that, but I am.
Its engine goes silent.
10, plus 10, and also I rolled a dirty 20 with the plus 10.
Damn.
Okay.
That's not good.
16 total. I did bad.
With the plus 10? Okay, nice.
Woof.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no.
So you're sneezing loud enough to cancel out an entire truck?
No, what happens is I fall off my perch on the ladder and hit the roof of the truck.
Ouch.
and swear
David,
really loudly in Goblin.
Yes.
David.
Oh.
28.
Nice.
With the plus 10?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
27, which I'm a cleric. That's real good.
Larry got a 37.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
This shadow
Someone's
motherfucker.
Someone's got expertise in stealth. Jesus.
No, I
Yes.
just rolled really, really good.
Someone
Oh,
showed
fair.
off. I mean, a truck has a 35, so
Nice.
20 plus 5 plus 10. So
Does somebody want to roll for Mac?
we're trucking, y'all.
Well, we don't know her bonus. The sheet doesn't show.
I mean, so 18 plus whatever bonus I just rolled. So
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
yeah, then fine.
So at least a 28.
no, sorry, I added the 10. I rolled an 8 on the die.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So yeah.
But I think Mac's got some decks.
Yeah,
So
it's not
yeah.
bad.
she isn't dexless.
It's still good.
Fight
18 itself is pretty good. So
Yeah.
you guys are being really quiet. You're driving just a little bit slower than normal, just so you can reduce the you don't have to brake suddenly or anything like that. Yeah, you're moving along. Anyone who wants to can make a perception check
Sure.
to see if
I'll do one.
you're being followed.
Natural
my-
one. I'm still talking
18.
about storms quietly.
17 for me.
You know, when it just starts to grow dark outside and starts raining on the window, that's very nice as well.
So I heard an 18, a 17.
And a natural 1 from the people doing perception checks.
Natural 1. Okay.
I'm the best.
So
Solid natural 1.
18 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
You see, as you're kind of driving along, you see someone, a human-like figure, hanging off a balcony by one arm on one of these buildings in front of you to the side. It's kind of leaning off. The arm looks unnaturally long for a person.
Is this a humanoid looking our way?
They're a little high up, which the fog is kind of hurting your ability to see it.
Okay.
I'll say both of you
How
rolled.
far away?
They're probably on they're probably about 15 stories off the ground.
Ooh.
Okay.
We have
Well,
fire
this is-
trucks,
it's
so
also-
we can help.
But it's like dwarven architecture, right? So the story's like, how high is your story?
Yeah, you're fairly consistently coming across 40 plus story buildings.
Okay.
And
And this person is hanging off a balcony by one arm that seems unnaturally long.
Feet kind of touching the side, kind of just forming this little bit of a triangle. Arm kind of up to their face. And they seem to be facing in your direction. I'll say both of you, you're good enough to kind of get that idea that this thing is watching you, holding something to its eyes.
Probably like
a spyglass?
Yeah, thermal spyglass or something.
Heat seeking? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Lays on the middle. Lays on the middle of the top of the truck right now, right? Because of the pass without a trace.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anywhere in the truck's fine. It's
Yeah,
not.
I can move.
A long truck.
Well, no. My point is that they are close enough to Riz for them to communicate without yelling. Is more the vibe I was going for.
Yeah, all of you guys are close enough. As long as you're not driving highway speeds, you can talk to each other fairly easily.
All right. Anyone else see that?
Yeah, it's
creepy as shit.
Very much so.
And now lightning is also what?
I will use the moontooth thread. I'll click it off my back and point. Actually, no, I will not do that. Scratch that. I do not do that.
What?
Don't make it obvious up there.
Always point at someone watching you with a weapon.
Yeah, no, I realised that's why I said no, scratch that.
All right, well, listen.
I'll describe what side of the road and how far up. Just like, don't be obvious that you're looking, but over there and up a bit.
Oh, where?
How far away is it exactly, like distance-wise, from the truck to the shadow?
So 15 stories up puts them about 150 feet above the ground.
All right,
and you're a little bit a ways away from it, so even for farther than 150 feet.
That does not help at all with what I wanted to do.
What do you want to do? What are you thinking, like?
I was going to expose them, by destroying the water around them a little bit, or maybe heat the balcony that it's holding on to and make it drop to us.
You want it to come down here?
Well, they're watching us, so I don't know exactly what they are.
Maybe
actually,
we can just like
sorry,
keep going
actually,
like we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on it, and that way it can't get the drop on us.
Unless it drops on us. Just a question: would I be able to know what kinds of humanoids have long arms and live around this area? I don't think I would, but I'm just reaching here.
I'll say what. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Well, survival could maybe know something like that track-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a high DC, but you can roll me a survival. Anyone with nature can roll it. History can roll it.
I have a -1 to both of those, so no.
24. I rolled a 17. I have a +7.
Okay. Yeah. So you're not completely sure, but there are there's an ape-like species of humanoids called the Yiren.
Okay.
And could be one of those. You're not, without seeing closer, it'd be hard to know. They kind of have about that kind of build. Their distinguishing features being that they tend to have long orange brownish hair that grows over most of their body. They look very human-like in their face and whatnot. Their hair doesn't grow on the face, but for much the rest of it.
2 questions. One, would I know if they like communicate in common or languages and stuff like that, or if they have their own sort of thing?
They speak normal languages. Yeah.
Okay, and 2, would I know if there's like a generalized sort of behavior with this race of creatures, like if like a stereotype kind of?
No, you don't know enough about survival. Isn't going to tell you really anything about their culture or anything like that. You would know that they're one of the people native to not this continent, but one nearby, one where the lizard folk are native to.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah, and I think if we just keep moving and don't disturb our surroundings, it should be fine. If this person or creature or whatever is native to the area, then maybe we're treading on thin ice here with them, so let's just try not to disturb any of our surroundings as much as we can, as well as we can. Jesus.
Do we have something nice to like offer them in case we to them? Like, do we have some cake? People tend to like cake.
We have Letty.
That's mean.
I mean, is Gertie saying that Larry's sweet as cake?
No, she's totally willing to offer up Larry. And we're not gonna do that because Larry's great.
I mean, I kind of feel like I don't want to make that guy that I bought this ring from mad at me. Otherwise, I mean, if you guys didn't want me around, I wouldn't be. I just kind of feel like I don't have a choice.
We're not gonna give you up.
No, Larry,
we're
not gonna let you
We're not gonna
down.
turn around and desert you.
Yes.
Mac punches Marius.
I was forced to rickroll everyone because y'all did that.
Jesus.
So mad.
But no, for real. I mean, we're not gonna give up Larry.
So, like, then do you mean? So when you first started talking, I thought that it was maybe a good point, but then you brought up cake, and
We're not gonna
just
give him
joking.
cake.
If
Okay.
anything, I'll stab you. That's about it.
I don't
Why
know
are
why
you like
stabbing
this?
me would make them go away, but if it would, I'm fairly open to trying it out, but
Buddy.
Buddy.
Riz
Wow.
is sat on the edge of the fire truck, debating about throwing themselves off the side of it and underneath the wheel at this point.
We're not
Looking
stabbing
longingly
anyone.
at the side of the truck, just like,
But no.
Larry, we need to talk about your self-confidence, right, Riz?
Riz is just staring at this tire. Just
I hand over
Sorry,
one dagger to Riz.
Why am I being handed a dagger, Gertie?
They usually make me feel better.
You are a very strange lady. Please take your pointy knife back.
You have a point.
Now this has a point.
So
Oh.
you've continued driving. You've long since passed this person who was staring
Thank you,
at you.
David. Thank you, David. Thank you.
And yeah, it's back to just open road. Let's see.
Fantastic.
Is this still day one of driving?
Of driving away, yes.
God, save me.
I'm just gonna try and make sure I lead us through places that doesn't seem like it's likely to be inhabited by people. If I start seeing like things that were built after, that are built differently to the city, like shanty kind of structures, I'll.
There's not a lot of that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, something like that would definitely indicate immediately, like, oh, someone built a wall across this street, kind of thing. But the buildings are so big and in such good condition that it's generally easier to just fortify the interior of a building than build anything exterior.
Alrighty.
But yeah, you see no immediate signs of habitation or anything like that. The rain continues to pick up through the night, and the fog continues to get denser. To the point where you have pretty low visibility about an hour before sunset. It's pretty hard to see already. Especially driving north-south, right? Because the sun's setting to the west, and so all the buildings are you're just in complete shade.
Sure.
So it's very dark. So where are you looking to set up camp for the night?
Maybe. Are there any like smaller buildings around?
There are some.
Or are they all massive?
Smallish buildings here and there. I mean, they're all multiple stories tall. Unless you were to go to a residential area, pretty much everything's at least 10 stories tall.
We can't find like a little compound to houses or anything like that?
You could try and find a residential area. Yeah.
No.
Okay, just it's just
No.
to find something that's not an apartment building, just a house, maybe just one floor, so we don't have to worry about the rest of the floors.
All right.
Something small, something we can all reinforce very easily.
Okay, so you drive around for a little. Give me a survival check to try and find a residential area.
I mean, as long as we're not going to get attacked by an undead fireman again, that'd be great.
Yeah. I'll help with the map to see if there's anything indicated on the map that I've got that looks more residential in nature.
You can provide advantage.
Yeah.
That's 14.
With advantage?
With advantage.
The advantage roll was lower than what I rolled initially.
All right, so you do find a residential area. The sun is setting.
Okay. All right. Let's park the truck in a way that we can, get into it and escape quickly if we need to. So, in a direction that we can just hit. No. Just hit it if we have to. And
so facing east would give you the most options because to the west you still have that forest.
Mm-hmm.
And so
it doesn't have to be the direction we're going. It just has to be a road that's clear enough for us to book it and then take directions.
Yeah, so east, you find a road clear enough on the east, lets you get away from this area, and then it keeps your turn options open, so you can kind of try and avoid things if you need to. So there's no one-story houses. It's not like there's no picket fence.
There's no suburbs.
Yeah, it's row houses, so they're just built right next to each other with maybe like 5-foot alleyways in between them, and they tend to be between 3 and 6 stories tall.
Okay, we'll find a 3-story one, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough to do.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's be careful with this. Let's just walk in, see what's what. If it's clear, we set up here. I mean, I'm just suggesting here. If anyone has other ideas.
No, you got it right. Your plan. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm really fucking wet right now, so quite frankly, I just want to get dry.
Yeah, it's at this point, sun is down. It is a heavy rain. There's no lightning or anything.
Sean!
Like the game.
Alright, yeah.
Sorry.
Go up to the house.
Okay, so you find this house. I want everyone to make me fear saves.
Oh no.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's plus our mental stat of choice, right, David?
Yes.
24.
Okay.
In a while.
I'm so chill.
The saving throw of our choice mentally? The mental saving
throw
of our choice?
Yeah. Normally, for the common person, it would be wisdom, but you've all trained in ways to kind of combat fear actively.
I'm still a basic bitch.
I'll take wisdom.
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
24.
23.
Yeah. Well, all pretty good. But yeah, you're all good. You're keeping yourselves calm, but you're a little bit on edge because this does go against a lot of what you've been told about
living on the edge,
surviving in the area.
Yeah,
you're kind of supposed to avoid residential areas.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nairi.
You're welcome.
Yep, that's what we said. Does this house, as we make our way inside it, is this like just like a small apartment block kind of thing? Just like a smaller scale kind of vibe?
No, so it's actually
is it one big residence? Okay.
It's just kind of narrow and built up.
Oh, like a townhouse. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a brownstone
townhouse. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there like an open flue for a chimney in it?
Yes.
Cool. Then we can set Cool. Then we can set a fire that will not set off a fire alarm or summon a magical fire brigade to kill us. Because it's meant to have a fire there.
Well, we put a fire in the oven last time.
Yeah, last time you put a fire where there was meant to be a fire.
Yeah.
It's still reacting.
Showed up.
Yeah, but still, like we put a fire under an extractor hood is what we did last time.
We could put a building on fire somewhere else.
Let's not.
And
let's just go 8 blocks over, set a building on fire.
Have we walked into the building yet?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are in the building.
Can I
go 10 stories
take some
down?
10 minutes to like? No, can I use maybe 10 minutes to prepare, create, or destroy water, and then destroy all the water off so we can be dry and everybody can be happy?
Control water, control water. I'm good.
Yeah, Larry.
Okay, I don't do that.
With prestidigitation.
Yeah, and I'll control water.
Then if people can do that, I'm not gonna do that then.
Still not bad.
Right, like, okay, before we settle down for the night, everybody, can we just, like, agree to sleep in one fucking room and not go explore rooms by ourselves? I look at Gertie. Or go explore basements? I look at Lay.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna go anywhere.
You're not gonna go sleep in the rain, are you, either? We just all,
I'm gonna stay with everyone, like you said.
I've got some extra rope. I will make child leashes.
That's.
In all seriousness, though, Morris, I've actually been thinking about doing like safety harnesses for the truck. So, like, shelve that idea. Want to see if we can make something, but yeah.
What shelf?
Thank God you're tall. People like tall.
What?
Nothing, mate. You're fine. We'll talk about it in the morning. I would like to sit down and like not feel cold.
Okay. So yeah, Mac, roll me a fear save.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we all had to roll. I'm sorry, I keep punching the microphone.
What stat is that, and am I proficient?
Mental stat of your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mental save of your choice.
Oh, good. That's a 19.
Okay. Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So, there's 4 watches. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Just before David kills us with whatever he's currently rolling right now, can I just get a reference? Because I figure if we have a decent watch pattern that works, I might as well make a note of it so it's just our default watch pattern. So is it Lay and Larry first?
Yeah.
And then it was
Larry and Lay on first, Gertie and Marius on second, Mac on third, Riz on fourth.
Cool. Gertie and Marius. Mac. Riz. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sarah is our absurdly good note taker.
Yeah.
Noted.
We appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Thomas.
What?
Don't sully the compliment by making a dumb joke.
But that's like
he can't help it.
What makes me
a dumb joke is a Tom compliment.
Oh, this is true.
So, I don't have a good thing for this, so we're just going to use this because it.
You don't have good murder?
Well, I wasn't expecting you guys to go sleep in a house.
Thanks, Lay.
Thank you very much.
Listen, nobody. Okay.
The building is a mimic. The entire building.
Sure.
I, for one, trust Lay's opinions on where we should camp.
We've walked.
Thank you.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, so is walking into a box you've got no idea about.
Cool.
Okay, so.
Or buying horseshoes that you can't put on yourself.
Hey!
We're
Or
Children.
shoving stones that you don't
Third.
know what they do in your body.
I look
Children,
at the
can
other
David
people
kill us,
that did the
please?
same.
Real quick, you
Guys.
guys put yourselves. This is supposed to be an apartment.
I thought it was a 3-story townhouse.
Yeah, but my map that I'm using, this is going to be one story of it.
Gotcha.
Oh, like the map you're using is supposed to be an apartment.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
It's
sorry
fine.
if it doesn't.
Is it your apartment?
No, it's not.
You should
The
just
different
like
one this
take
time.
your apartment and mirror it. Like this is a different one.
Right?
We
So
wouldn't
you guys
tell the
put yourselves
difference.
in here. This is one floor.
How nice.
How
Do we
about
want to
the
be in that big
walls
central room
and-
with the piano? Because we said we were all in sort of in the same
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Let's be in there. Because
Where do you see a
most defensible.
piano?
Is
That's
that-
the TV.
is it?
It
It
looks
looks more
like
like
a
a piano.
It looks
It
like
looked
a
like a.
piano.
It looks
Kinda
like
looks
a. It
like
looks
a
like a
piano.
grand piano. Yeah.
I was
Mhm.
very confused.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
I'm going method. I don't know.
When I first looked at this floor plan and I saw that, I was like, what the F is this nonsense? And then I was like, oh, it's a box TV. Like, that used to happen.
Which watch is this, David? Which watch is this happening during? Because that's going to
So this
determine
is going to
who's
be
where.
third watch.
Third,
Okay,
you
so
said?
Mac is the one. Yep, Mac's right in the right place.
Yeah, right.
It's like you knew, Sarah. It's like you knew.
So people awake for third watch.
Me
Give-
and
Give me
I
a
was aware.
perception check.
The rest of us
Okay.
are doing the cuddle puddle on the couch, apparently.
Not heckin' bad. That's a 21.
Nice.
Let's put Larry in here too, I guess.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
Larry.
Riz would,
Get in here, Larry.
Riz would technically be in their hammock vibe. So
I'm so glad
That's cool.
Larry did not die.
Mm-hmm.
Larry's a good.
We
I
get bonus
wanna-
EP if he survives the quest.
I want I want to hear Larry talk just for 5 more hours.
Start asking him questions.
I don't.
Okay.
Larry just don't know. Doesn't know.
Focus.
What were the perceptions?
21 over here.
And Lay is sort of in trance mode, but is aware of surroundings.
Yeah,
I don't know.
17 is my passive.
Okay. And who else?
That's it.
That's it. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a noise.
Okay.
Love the DM making that kind of a.
Could you not?
Alright. Let's.
I know we were joking about making new characters, but
I do have a good one.
yeah, same. But I don't wanna.
Probably be fine.
It might save my vocal cords though.
Mhm. Tom and I were playing Monster Prom yesterday. No, yeah,
I
you,
love that.
and we were voicing the characters as we went, and I was doing some heavy, deep growling, and I'm like, "This is a nightmare. I should not have done this." Fun though.
Yeah. As soon as I opened my mouth to do my sorcerer's voice, like 3 years ago, and this voice came out, I'm like, oh no.
Right, mistakes were made.
Okay.
Don't, guys, don't try this at home.
Mac, you hear some labored breathing from outside this door over here, where the stairs are.
Larry?
I hate this already. I hate it.
That's a horror. That's terrifying.
Sorry, where on the map, David, is this noise coming from? I know Mac's the only one awake, but just
it's coming from outside this door somewhere.
gotcha. Thank you.
Just hearing breathing from that's a horror game right now. Oh,
We're playing a survival game. Casual reminder.
I'm
Dissonant
terrified. I'm just
violin
gonna hide.
notes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And
Tom.
Tom,
it.
stop!
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Tom. I love you.
I'll say you have
Spooky.
a round where this happens to do what you want, Mac.
Around what?
Okay, I do not want to yell an alarm because if I can hear it breathing, it can hear me. So what I'm gonna do, I would poke Larry, but he's useless. I'm going to. I mean, he's a shadow at night. He can't wake up. So I'm gonna poke over. Just one step back and poke Riz kind of like shaking them with the butt of my glaive.
Okay.
On being nudged, unless David tells me I can't wake up. Just checking, can I wake up?
You do wake up just in time for it kind of happens in an order of who's closest to this door.
Mm-hmm.
But you will all take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, motherfucker.
Why are we here?
All of
From
us do.
Nairi?
Yeah.
Nairi's the
Why
one
couldn't-
who gave us necrotic damage.
Why couldn't your character have died alone?
Wow.
Now we're all gonna die.
God.
Wow.
wow, this is
Something.
the healer.
There's a
They came out of
reasonable-
Tristan.
I know who I'm not going to heal.
It's not necessarily a bad idea to hide in a place like this from people because
Guys, is Discord being weird? Yeah, mine too. Oh, no. I'm a robot. What is happening? I guess just the stream can hear me well, and not everyone else. I
Hello?
believe.
Hey,
There we go.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
much better.
Hello.
Okay.
We
Look,
are
my
a
entire-
Becca. Hello.
Discord,
All
stop
right.
looking
Yeah, like,
ass.
just-
Christ.
To defend myself here, like, people will not come here willingly. That's why I came here.
Yeah, that's
All right.
actually what I was gonna say. Yeah, if I didn't get cut off, yeah, this is a good place to hide from people. So,
So you're
But
welcome.
not from nightmares.
mhm.
No, but we can deal with nightmares.
Can we?
Anyway, so you all take 5 points of necrotic damage, and I would like
Yeah.
an initiative here as
Where'd you want these numbers, David?
just put them in Discord, I guess.
Okay.
What? Oh, wait. We're rolling? Oh,
We're
okay.
fast. We can keep going down. That'd
Wow,
be
this
fun.
is satisfying as hell.
Yeah, if we can keep going. Oh,
Damn
so
it.
sorry.
Aw, Tom.
I ruin all the fun always.
There's a joke to be made there from what I said just now, but let's not.
We keep going down.
Tom doesn't. Yeah, okay.
Out of curiosity, Tom, what's your initiative / dex modifier?
2.
Okay.
My
Are
initiative
people
is
going
2.
Simo?
Yeah,
Huh?
no. Lay and Gertie are on the same initiative.
Okay, so I don't do a priority on that. You guys act at the same time, and round by round get to determine who is resolved first.
Cool.
Okay, so I think first up we got Mac.
Okay, any indication of where the horrible necrotic energy came from, or?
It is very close to the door outside now. In fact, I'll just go ahead and put him out on here.
Yay!
Hate it.
Creature we
Hate
get
it.
to punch.
Oh no, not that fucker.
Hate that.
Oh, I played Curse of Strahd. I don't like these.
Okay, David, so I'm not sure exactly how holding actions work, but let me tell you what I'd like to do, and you can tell me what I can. I would like to move a little bit closer to this door, so if he's coming through, he's got to come through me, and then I'd like to hold and get my attack of opportunity when he closes and attack then, but I don't know if I can.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll just, be ready. I'm not letting it in here if I have anything to say about it.
Okay, so you're holding your action. Marius, you wake up to being a little bit less alive than you were just a second ago.
Oh, that was
Like me every day.
Yeah.
I was about to say mood, but that was a morbid way of saying that. Christ.
It's necrotic damage. What do you want to have happen to you?
Not necrotic damage, really, or any sort of damage. I would much prefer no damage. Well, I really should have prepared better spells for one. I guess I will also hold my action and just sort of crawl up next to Larry and just wake these two fuckers up next to me.
Aren't we up?
Well, you're now extra up. You're super up.
So we are soft.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's
holding.
You wake up on your turn, so you're all. If you were asleep, you're prone, so you're gonna have to get up.
I mean, it's just flavor, but okay. Let me wake you up.
You can't have it, Mel. They can't let you have it.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at other things. Yeah, you are shaking awake. Yeah, as people are also very clearly uncomfortable by whatever's happening.
Oh, pain.
Mm.
That's how that works, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's see, how much can it move?
Why did it roll so high?
I know.
Okay.
Hate it.
Yeah,
Tom,
breathing
I will fucking punch
heavily.
you.
I'm sorry.
It just kind of is going to just walk into this room here.
I would like to hit it when it enters my threat range.
You got 10-foot reach.
If I have a reaction, I'm not sure.
So it will enter your threat range first. I would like you, Mac, to make a Constitution saving throw. As it kind of walks in, its head kind of peeks into the doorway first, and it stares at you. And con save.
Ooh, okay. Hey,
I really don't
16?
like this fucker.
16? Okay, you'll take half of this.
Okay.
So you'll take half of 27. So you'll take 13 points of necrotic damage.
We're level 6, David.
David Scott, no.
This is a challenge rating 6. I don't know what you want from me, all right?
Not this.
He warned us. He said he was sleepy. It makes him mean. All this fucking about in the fire truck is biting us in the ass.
It does then move into your space, so you can make a...
Yeah, I've got a 10-foot range.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, so here's a weird thing. Using a held action takes a reaction.
Yeah, I thought it might.
So you get your held action attack.
Cool. Is that a single attack, or can I make both of my attacks?
I'll let people... Do we want it to be the full attack action? In which case, I get to do a full attack action as well if I hold.
I'd be fine with that. It seems honestly simpler in a way.
It makes more sense.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Because, I mean, if you were to hold a spell or some shit, like, it would seem weird
It's
for
your whole
fighters
action.
not to get their entire action.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Okay, then I'm gonna make 2 attacks against this motherfucker. That'll be a 26 on the first to hit.
That hits.
I hope so. Minimum damage, that'll be 5. And then a second swing, that'll be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Hey, all right. And that one will be 7 damage.
And your attacks are magical, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I'm not living up to my potential, you guys.
All right. So that is its turn. Gertie and Lay, you go simultaneous.
Mine is going to be fast.
I was about to say I also want to do my health thing, but also I guess I'm kind of on a weird corner, but so never mind.
Yeah, no, you can't see it.
Yeah, I messed myself up there.
Okay.
As a bullshit action, I am going to put my hood on of the thing, and as a bonus action, I'm going to get up. I am going to hide. Oh, thank the fuck for the 11. That is 19.
To hide?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what its thing is, but and since I got up, I have only half my movement, so I go here. And that's my turn.
Okay.
I can literally do nothing.
All right. So, Lay.
Okay. I don't think large creatures would fit here.
It's 4 squares.
They take 4 squares.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, I won't be able to like walk up to the thing.
That's a big gap. You can move through an ally's space.
Yeah,
if they let
you could probably stand over here. I'd let that work.
Okay.
Be a little crowded, but
I won't be able to do my charge attack, which sucks. But I will turn into. Ooh. Let's make it a rhinoceros, shall we?
Please tell me you move before you turn into the rhinoceros?
Yeah.
Thank fuck.
I'm gonna fucking be over here before I do that.
Okay. So I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I don't love the con save, but I do love it when Lay turns into stuff.
15.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I turn into a Mr. Rhino, and I'm going to use my gore melee weapon attack. That would be a 19.
That hits.
And that's 1d8. That's 2d8. Everybody gets a d8. Woo! David, that's 17 bludgeoning damage.
17.
Yes.
And your level, they count as magical now, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Magic beasts.
All right. Cool. It was not pleased with this.
Magic beasts. I want that on a t-shirt.
Riz.
Yeah.
I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Uh, 14.
Okay. You're good. Continue.
Okay. What I want to do, what's the clearance between the top of Rhino Lay and the ceiling?
I mean, enough you could jump over. It's also, the Rhino's also tall enough you could go under.
I want to get on top of the Rhino.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then I will run forward, and I want to maybe make an acrobatics check to like bounce off the side of the door frame, or like just swing my way up onto Lay's back.
Okay.
I'll put myself
nice.
there. I'll put myself there, but I'm on Rhino Lay. And what I'm going to do is use my bonus action to make this a Kensei shot and fire with my short bow. Let me check. Because Kensei shot takes my bonus action up. It's basically like you're taking your time to make a better shot. So, that's a natural 19. So
that's gonna hit.
Okay, so with a Kensei shot, I do an extra 1d4 damage, and I now have Deft Strike, where I can spend a key point to do an extra martial arts die worth of damage, and that's on top of the short bow damage, which is also a d6. So could have rolled significantly better. That's 9 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Because I can now channel my ki into my weapons. Boom.
Nice. Boom.
Boom. And
Yeah,
that is my turn.
Boom.
That's my movement bonus action. So that's me.
Okay. It is Larry's turn.
Go, Larry, go. Go,
Larry,
go, Larry, go.
I love this halfling so much.
Yeah.
From the shadow behind Larry emerges a shadow-like
A golf.
beast.
A golf. A VW golf. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Runs, jumps, moves through the chest of Mac and this creature, landing behind it, turning around and biting it.
What does that feel like?
It doesn't. It feels like kind of a chill moves through you.
Okay, not so bad.
Yeah. You wouldn't want it to be there for a long time, but it was just kind of there for an instant. It is flanking, so it gets advantage, which it desperately needed because I rolled a 1, and which it's gonna hit. Thank goodness.
Love this very meek but very metal motherfucker. Oh man, I don't know if I boom.
Yeah, so this shadow wolf-like creature just kind of growling at this doesn't make a lot of noise as it just kind of starts trying to rip into this the back of this thing's thigh. It does a little bit of damage. It does need to make a save first before it can do that. Okay, it's good. 7, 12. Okay. All right, so this creature isn't looking overly great. It's looking like it's pretty beat up. That is the end of old Larry's turn. Mac.
Okay, let's try this business again.
I do need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
All right. Ooh, that is not quite as good. That's a 14.
Okay, you're good.
All right, you motherfucker. Do I have advantage from flanking now? Did I hear?
You do, yes.
All right, let's try some Great Weapon Master. I'll try that for the first one.
All right.
Oh, that's a crit on a 19, friendos. As my
Okay.
champion.
Nice.
So that's gonna be. Does the thing you add double or just the dice, David?
Just the dice.
Just the dice.
Cool. So, that'll be 24 damage on that first attack.
Ooh.
And then I have crit, so I'm going to go ahead and take my bonus action melee attack.
Okay.
Which is only an 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
And then on my second normal attack, can I do a power attack again? Or a Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I absolutely will. And that'll be a 20 even to hit, dirty 20.
That hits.
Awesome. And that is minimum damage, so 15.
15. All right. Okay. Marius. You are up.
Okay. Well, so it doesn't look great, does it?
Yeah, it's looking like it's on its last legs.
Okay, let me just pull up a spell.
Because that's apparently all I've been doing today. Yeah, I'm just gonna move over here and just excuse me, just put my hand right over Mac's shoulder and guiding bolt the creature
Right at the butt.
Well, maybe not right up the butt. I feel like I'd have to duck down for that.
Okay, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, we'll use this roll for con, I guess, because I rolled it. 15?
Okay, you're good.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but okay. And that is a 19 to hit. Which
that hits.
Cool. Yeah. I did hope so. If not, that would have been horrifying. And I'll just, attack it with radiant damage, because I don't think it likes that.
That's a good choice. I like it.
Wow, that's a lot of 2s and a 6. So 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
It's something that it has. Someone has advantage to the next person to attack it.
Nice.
Is anyone looking particularly hurt?
No,
wait, I can't.
So.
I
I don't look hurt yet, I don't think.
We don't do the other spell thing, do we? We do the other thing where we...
Yeah, I think we do it right in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo. Doing it right sucks.
We don't do it right in Candlebreakers, because I like it. I like that way, okay, but at the same time, this is a survival game, so it's a little bit hard mode.
Listen, Christopher Perkins, why? I know you're
It's not all the way hard mode. It's still bonus action to drink a potion. Or not a poison, a potion.
I mean, that too, right?
But it's going bad.
Drink a poison too, yeah.
I guess it's also...
Yeah, they're both bonus actions. Anyways, so it's this thing's turn. So everyone take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Dark timeline, David.
Dark timeline.
You can always, as a bonus action, drink a poison. It's a specific thing. Anyways, okay, so yeah, everyone 5 points of necrotic damage. Oof. Let's see. You guys are messing it up.
Yeah, we are.
Damn right.
So yeah. Yeah, it's gonna try and punch you, Mac.
Okay.
Bodak punch.
Okay. That's a crit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Ooh, I don't
so
like
that's
this.
3 points of bludgeoning damage, because I rolled a 1 on that crit damage from the punch. It is, however, also going to do a little bit of necrotic. I rolled real shitty on that too.
Oh,
so that is going to be 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that was shitty, you said. All right. Hey, Marius, I'm starting to look hurt now.
All right. And as you kind of look back up after getting punched in the face, you make eye contact with this thing, and I want you to make another Constitution saving throw.
You got it, boss.
I was scared for this.
No, that's a 13.
Okay. You'll still take half.
All right, good.
It's only a challenge rating 6, you guys. This is only supposed to be a moderate challenge for you guys.
But we know you. That's why I'm scared.
The fear is part of the fun, David.
Okay.
Is it?
Oof. I rolled fairly decent on this. So you'll take half of 30, so that's another 15 points.
15er, all right.
I know what I'm doing next.
All right, so that's the Bodax.
Going well, I feel like.
Bodax turn. So, Gertie and Lay. Or Sima.
I'll just quickly do the gore attack, because there's nothing more.
Okay. Make me a quick Constitution saving throw.
I'll make you that quick Constitution saving throw at a natural 16 plus
Rhino.
A lot too, 18.
You're good. All right.
You think a rhino would have better constitution?
Shit. More than that then. No, 2. No, that's 18. Yeah, still.
Yeah. Okay.
Same constitution as a rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much do I take?
Nothing.
Stuff?
You're good.
I'm good.
Same constitution as a rhino.
This is a separate thing. It's
okay.
It's not its gaze attack.
That's another 19. It's 12 natural to plus stuff.
Those
are D6s. That's not my damage type. That would be a 15 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Magic.
Oof, it's not looking very good.
There's not much I can do. I don't have more than one attack. If only my attacks had a better pow.
Okay. So yeah, Gertie then.
Sorry. Had to write a passive-aggressive message. Okay. I am here. There's a doggo. How far is this? 5, 10, 15, 20. Make it. Okay, I go here.
Alright, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Hope it's good. 10.
10?
Oh.
Cool.
Oh no.
Gertie, you're at 0 hit points.
What?
It's always Gertie. It's always Gertie.
It's always Gertie.
Guess I don't do anything.
God damn it. I guess I don't do it.
Pass out.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Wow.
I went from it's almost dead, whatever, to fuck me.
Hard same.
Finally, I get a turn and just doesn't happen.
Yeah. So Gertie kind of runs the corner and looks up and see this thing makes eye contact with Gertie, and Gertie just face plants.
Stop dying, you coward.
And Riz.
Seeing Gertie go down, I am going to flip off the side of Rhino Lay, keeping my back to this creature.
Okay.
Land next to her. It's an action to feed somebody else a potion, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to use my action to stuff the basic healing potion I've got down Gertie's mouth. 2d4 plus 2 for basic.
Yes.
7. That's 9 points of healing for Gertie. And
Do
then
I go up?
Yeah.
You're awake.
Yeah.
Yep, you're awake.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm literally gonna turn around and take 2 shots at this thing. I'm guessing I have to do the con save first because I'm gonna now turn around.
Yeah. So yeah.
If I was to keep my eyes shut, would I just make the attacks with disadvantage?
Yes.
I'll keep my eyes shut.
Okay.
I'll literally turn around and go pa pa. For my unarmed strike is a 7. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Cool. And I'll make that a deft strike, burning another key to do that. So that's 2 key points down. That is 7 plus. That's 11 points of magical bludgeoning damage with 1 punch.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Woo!
I know I don't need to, but I've done that 1 punch, and then blindfolded, I do this sort of little pirouette where I put one hand on the ground, and I literally bring up my foot and crack right in its little hooded face.
No.
All right.
Just send it smacking backwards through that open doorway into the room behind it.
So
And then I'll be like, did I get it?
You feel something kind of you feel resistance with your foot hitting this thing, and then it kind of gives way. you all watch as this thing's head kind of breaks off, begins to tumble down its back, gets caught by the hood, and kind of gets thrown underneath it as it falls down, landing on its head, falling through the shadow dog behind it, and kind of rolls over onto the side.
Well,
shit, I hope there are no more of those.
I will lean down and help Gertie up.
Thank you.
we should probably take a look outside, send a scout, see if there are any more. If there are more coming, we should leave.
You should probably take a breather.
Yeah, well, Mac, no offense, but you can't look like shit.
Matt kind of like looks like she wants to sag, but is holding up straight. Like, well, let's make sure there are no more threats, and then we can.
Yeah, I'll just cure wounds second level. Just like come here, buddy. It's fine.
Would I be able to leave through the door?
No, you peek.
Oh,
a rhino can fit through the front door.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I forgot you were a rhino. It doesn't matter. Because the floor gives way. And
can I be healed before we're falling,
you
David?
get 14 hit points.
Yeah, we'll let that happen.
Do I get anything?
Thank you very much.
I guess I don't.
No, I don't think anyone else. I don't think anyone healed.
Well, Riz was helping Gertie before all this.
I only had time for one, apparently.
Thank you, Maris.
Yeah, you kind of, Lays, you kind of like try and like angle your way around. You just kind of keep stopping, and it's so crowded here that none of you hear as this rhinoceros moving around from the position it was in. Apparently just finds a place that just isn't as well supported as this little kitchenette area, and the floor just kind of busts out, and Riz, I'm going to say you're cool based on where you are.
Cool. Thank you.
And as is... actually, no. I think the only other person who's good is Larry.
I'm so close yet so far.
Yeah. Marius,
Larry, catch me.
I'll let you make a save. You can make a dex save to try and grab onto this couch.
Catch me, Larry.
Can I?
Catch me.
I'm like next to...
Okay, I see. Yeah. You can try and kind of grab on. You're on the ground just like catching your breath, and the floor begins to give way. I'll let you kind of do a save to kind of roll over and try and grab the doorway.
I did help her to her feet, unless that happened.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. So yeah. We'll say that you kind of you fall forward on your face, and you can just kind of grab the door. If you
do I roll anything?
Save. Yeah, give me a dex save.
Okay. I've rolled a mighty 9.
Okay.
Oh no!
You're gonna fall.
Dexterity saving throw. 16.
16. Okay. You grab on. You're good. So you're not gonna fall.
I am not going to die again. Yay.
Yeah, you guys didn't proclaim which story you were on, did you?
I thought we said ground floor because we didn't go upstairs.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I'm basically...
We're in the basement now.
So,
There's a basement.
So you're in the basement, yeah.
10 floors down.
There is a basement.
God damn it, Tom! That was 10 games ago.
Mm-hmm.
Also a bad cover band.
Everyone who falls...
Oh no. Bring it, David.
Takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thank you for this pain, David. Maybe this helps counteract some of like the bad challenging.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Oh no! I forgot about other things. Matt,
oh no!
To make a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
See if a rhino lands on you.
Oh no, that's a 7.
Oh no!
Okay.
Does a rhino land on her?
Yeah,
Alex across the room. No.
A rhino does land on Mac.
Rhino!
Rhino!
Rhino, no.
Dealing an additional an additional 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, goodbye, friends.
Are you unconscious again?
I am unconscious under a rhino.
No, I'm gonna drop out of rhino form and I'm gonna cast.
And I'm sorry, I just keep remembering things. Everyone else is gonna take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as just shit falls on top of you.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Those of you in the hole. I'm not in the hole.
Yeah.
Am I out?
Those of you who fell.
But the rhino
those
protects
that
me from
fell.
the other debris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your debris is entirely rhino.
The silverus
Can
lining.
I please drop out of rhino form and cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Mac?
Not before you fall
Yeah.
some more.
Yeah. Very good. Oh.
That would be.
Where are these basements coming from?
Okay. No, you guys didn't land on anything dangerous, so there's no additional damage.
There's a mine from the
22.
Catastrophe Wars.
22 HP back.
Wow, thank you.
Hmm.
You're welcome.
Nice.
And Elias helps Mac up with their tiny arm. Because they're not all that strong, but they'll help anyway. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to crush you there. It's a new form. I've never really, practiced being in a rhino form. It was my first time.
Well, if I've got to be crushed by something, a shape-shifted animal's pretty good. Maybe we could hang out and I could help you. I don't know, hang out with your rhino self, perfect your rhinoing so you fall through less floors.
You're not mad?
No, I mean, did you fall on me on purpose? Because then I'd be mad.
No.
Okay.
It was an accident.
Well, then no, it's fine. Good job in the battle back there. I kind of elbow you. That was pretty impressive. You too, Riz!
Up in the doorway, Riz is helping Gertie onto the solid ground outside the doorway and trying not to piss themselves laughing.
Hey, that was pretty cool. But now our kind of sleeping place is ruined. Well, we've got
is any of the floor left? Is any of the floor left in the original room?
We got a new floor.
Yeah, a bunch of it. Really, just that little hallway collapsed.
Okay,
we got extra defenses.
Are we in a basement then?
You are in a basement, yes.
Is there anything around us of interest? Can I make a check?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Check.
Turn this problem into an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, 9.
9.
Turn this
Okay.
murder into a robbery.
Give me a high or a low.
Okay. Let's make it a high.
It's the eyes.
So I rolled a high. Is there something around you? Just yes or no?
Sure.
Okay, high or low?
Low.
High. Okay. So yeah.
It's a potato.
I mean, you rolled a 9, so you don't see anything.
Okay.
It's there. We just don't know.
Okay.
Schrodinger's item.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mac's to-do list. 1, way out of the basement, back to get the party together. 2, I am talking to everybody, because, there's a big hole, they can all hear me. We should move on. That was a lot of noise. There may be more we can't see.
Okay. As you're kind of looking around for a way out of this basement, give me a perception check.
Oh, that's a 9er.
Oh,
9?
wow.
You find a way out of the
9.
basement. Yeah.
All right.
Find some stairs.
Well, that's all I wanted, so success.
You do not find anything else.
All right. So other people who fell, which I think I guess is just so it's Lay and Marius who are in here, as is the Shadow Mastiff, but
Massive see nothing.
Yeah, that's just more Larry bullshit. It's fine.
So yeah, Marius, you're coming out. What's your passive perception, Marius? You're not actively looking for anything.
14.
Okay. Cool.
Not super high, not super low. Probably not enough to save me.
All right. Can I really quickly just edit this map?
Just hurt me, DM. It's fine.
All right.
You've been spending too much time with Shrag.
Black.
No, I've just, I've been challenging him so many ways. I'm like, just straight up do it, whatever. I know I've messed it up for myself. It's fine. My next character will just be called David. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Isn't there that Tumblr post which is like power move, name your character the same as the DM with cool in front of it?
David or Scott both work. It's very good.
So this is kind of the stairway. It does go up to the second floor and whatnot as well. So if people who are going upstairs want to just go ahead and real quick put themselves in that little stairway.
I'll move off it for the sake of visibility.
Oh yeah.
Stairway or scareway?
Stop yourself.
No.
And we'll say that the door is
Mel.
We'll go ahead and make it blue just cause. We'll say that's the door to the street. So
I figure I'm either leading or bringing up the rear.
All right. Well, then we still got a Shadow Mastiff that's
Doggo!
It's in there.
Ow.
Okay.
Sad ow.
All right. And
I hate how that icon of the Bodak thing is still there. Its face.
Who?
I want a mask of it in real life, but I don't want this in game.
Anyways, everyone who's in the stairwell, you're gonna go ahead and take another 5 points of
Oh my
necrotic
god.
damage.
Yeah, we need to just get out.
As following up behind you is another Bodak. Somehow you missed it down there.
No, bad. No.
We need to get David caffeine. So initiative is what I'm hearing?
Let's just use the same initiative.
David,
Mm-hmm.
while this is going on, just to clarify, because I said Riz had like stuck their head out the front door, can I see the street level doorway from the basement from the front door? Or is it sort of not like that?
So you never fell into the basement?
No, I was at the front door. My point, you just said that the stairwell from the basement goes up to street level. I'm wondering if I can see where that comes out from my position by the front door.
Yeah. So
I'll put
it
myself
just goes. So this leads outside. So that is the front door of the house. It's a little bit of a walkway.
Right.
There's like just along here. There's doesn't do it on the way I want it to. Along here, there's like another building.
Okay.
And yeah, so just out front is the fire truck.
Yeah, because I literally went out the front to make sure that there were no ghoulies out there, as validly suggested by Mac. So
it's good. Give me a perception check.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Riz.
Only a 14.
Okay. High or low?
Ooh.
Low.
Okay.
Every time we make a perception check, David rolls to see if we spawned a new Bodak.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
I go inside and I hide.
Is this just Gertie sulking now? Because you don't know there's a Bodak, and I don't know there's a Bodak. I'm out. I'm just gonna put myself here because I'm outside. Otherwise, I will get confused.
No, I have an ouchie and I want to take a bit. Probably a short rest if I can.
No, this was not long enough
right?
for a short rest.
From my position outside, okay. Coast looks to be clear, guys. What are we doing?
We're in the suburbs.
It's not really suburbs. It's still pretty heavily like dense city. Just like a couple blocks over, there's going to be building, like some rather large buildings.
David, you ruined my jokes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
From get any jokes right now. I'm very tired. So
from the front door, on hearing Gertie say that, Riz is just like, I will take that healing potion back, Gertie. I will slice you open and collect the contents. I swear to the traveler, I will make it so.
You.
All right. I'll say around now is when you guys start filtering upstairs and take your 5 points of necrotic damage.
We got another one!
Wheezing noises of a Bodak walking up.
Fucking shite.
That's what it sounds like.
On hearing Mac yell that.
Thank you.
Can we not?
Guys, let David, stop.
It's so creepy.
Thank you, David.
No, I appreciate the horror movie aesthetic, but it's a very similar sound to something upsetting. So that's okay. I told Tom off earlier, but that's fine. On hearing that, I will. Can I bust through the street door for the basement if the yelling's coming from that? Or would I have to go back into the house and down? Because Mac just yelled. We got another one.
Oh, the street door?
Yeah, you said the door, the basement stairs led to a... Oh, right, no, I understand. I understand where I was getting confused. On hearing Mac yell, I'm going to go background or try find the door from the basement into the house.
So it's just the same stairwell that kind of goes up to each floor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not
I understand.
The basement's just connected.
Okay, well then I will head that way towards my yelling friends.
Does everyone in the building take 5 points of the damage?
No, just these people
going up.
Okay. Because there's also a little bit of Riz is too far away. So
I guess I don't know anything is happening to them.
I've yelled. If you're
they yelled that there's another one.
Oh, okay.
You heard that.
Then I'm going to hide.
There's another one of those fuckers.
12. No, wait. I have a good advantage. 14.
Oh, buddy.
I have fucking expertise in stealth.
Alright, so using same initiative, Mac.
Okay, you guys, out of character, have no obligation to listen to me. But Mac looks back over her shoulder and says, "Get the truck started. Let's go. Marius, you're with me. We'll withdraw when we can." And then, can I... Actually, you know what? I want to be where the doggo is. I guess I'll go through it.
You can. It's shadowy and incorporeal.
Cool. All right. Right up here blocking this whole damn hallway, and let's fight, motherfucker. The first thing I'm going to do is second wind myself for 13 more hit points, for fuck's sake. Next, we'll tee off with the first 2 attacks. I am not going to power attack. I will, however, crit on the first one.
Okay.
For a total of 18 damage.
Ooh,
the
nice.
Second attack will be a crit.
Oh, dang.
That'll be 16 more damage. Then I would like to action surge and take 2 more attacks.
Mac ain't playing.
Which will be a crit. And 14 more damage. And then last attack will only be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Hey. All right, and 12 more damage.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Wow. Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Nasty.
Flourish at the end.
Huh?
I was saying maybe slice it in half with a nice clean slice, maybe a spin flourish on the glaive at the end.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Mac just wails on this thing. You guys all start running away, and you're getting through its defenses fairly quickly. Ooh, I do want you to make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, I forgot about that.
That's all right. 16.
Okay, you're good.
Elias seeing basically turns to nod at Mac, and then before running away sees this shit go down, and Elias is just standing there stunned. Mac.
Yes. Bless. Oh my god, Sarah's the happiest camper.
That was what?
Okay, let's just get out of here anyway. We can't. I'll just go through Shadow Dog, grab Max's hand, and just drag her out of here. And with the other hand, cast Spirit Guardians. Go to the truck. And the Spirit Guardians in a 15-foot radius around me will, 15-foot radius. There will just be these faint blue-green glowing. Like a school of fish, but it will be just various kinds of fish, and it'll just kind of passively nibble at things. But if they see anything hostile, they'll just piranha just try and gore them.
Okay.
No, I love that so much. That's so cool.
It's shit, I got a spell. Ooh.
Yeah. Is everyone running then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Shadow Mastiff disappears.
Wait a second. Did we forget Larry?
No, I was about to yell Larry.
He'll be fine.
Shadow Mastiff disappears, and Larry begins. Gertie, you see Larry kind of get up from his sleep.
I kind of pull him with me.
Where are you pulling him?
Towards the truck. Are we getting on the truck?
You're gonna get over that broken floor.
Can I toss him?
Larry kind of parkours across. He kind of wall runs, jumps across this door.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody tosses a Larry.
Yeah.
Gertie is suddenly impressed by Larry.
You suddenly remember him talking about his boots that let you keep up with the fire truck because you were running.
Yeah.
You toss gnomes. You don't toss halflings.
I shimmy over to the other side. Way less cool than he is.
Yeah, no, Larry kind of backs up, runs, gets a running start, jumps off of this wall, hits it, jumps off, hits the ceiling, jumps off that across, and you're just like, what the F are you?
I go through the wall and do.
Yeah, just tiptoe across the little bit of room that's there. And yeah, you guys run out into the fire truck, get it started, and take off in your previously established Cheez-It direction.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call it there for the night.
Woo woo!
So cool, you
cool.
guys.
Hot damn, Sarah.
That was dope.
Wow!
Sarah,
Fucking
what
badass.
the fuck?
Fighters
What
are
you?
nasty.
Yeah, they are.
I love my
That's what
fighter.
they do.
Oh man,
I love Mac.
All right.
that was such a cool book.
It was so good. I hate Bodak. They're so bad.
Well, thank you everybody who came along to watch us today. We super appreciate it. There was a lot of nonsense going on because David is very tired and very mean. The rest of us are just emotionally compromised by our own bad choices or good choices. But yeah, it was a good session. Next Monday is back with Clouds Over Sean. We'll see how that clusterfuck's going. Slightly less of a clusterfuck than it was last session, slightly. And this Friday, I'm going to be running a one-shot for everybody you see here, bar Mel, and also Alex, who played in our Sharks one-shot on Friday and the Icetown one-shot before. So yeah, it'd be cool if you could come along and join us for that.
Yes. And I'm not going to do a sign off. I'm just going to sign off. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
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 Oh
what the fuck?